clear off the board very early on.
Yeah, I don't know why but my stream didn't go live the first time, so that's weird. That scares me.
I was about to say something, and I was just like, well, it's a 3-minute delay, so it should pop up soon.
Yeah, but it should, like, it didn't pop up, so that's kind of messed up.
There's Capital on the board, and they're not bringing it all. Let's see if the Jackals expect. No.
I'm really hoping that this starts to work. Because that worries me, because it makes me think it's not going to work again. Ooh, bar and stock.
I'm not seeing that you're live.
Oh no, it's gonna be another 3 minutes before I'm live again.
Oh,
But it's up this time, Raiders?
I mean, this is what it did last time. It counted down it, but then it didn't go live, so I don't know. Honestly, we're gonna have to wait 86 seconds before we find out.
Well, do you want to cast then, or just wait then?
No, I'm still casting. I mean, we can still cast. I mean, we just gotta hope that it goes back live. If not, then I gotta figure out what's wrong. I might have to reset my stream key, but it looks like it's going to. I mean, this is interesting. You don't really normally get to see the site played in comp. It looks like they're gonna be playing the shield here on the main bar, as well as castling off that double door that leads into the main lobby, or like the entrance here. But seeming from the spawns and the push here, it's going to be a push in through stock, as it's going to be S4 William. He gets the first kill onto Forest, so it's your castle, the Roman castle, off the board early, as Callout's going to take a little bit of damage here as he tries to rotate back down through the basement and up towards bar.
Yeah, already having to waste 2 of his stem shots on himself just to get himself back up to full HP from whatever engagement that he did get himself into. So I have Kilo on the realm upstairs. Looks like he has rotated into the training room. We get some bullet possibly gives to Sophia, just barely misses the shots, and that's William just barely escaping with his life. Managed to shoot a lot of bullets into the back of the alibi though. Managed to get a kill onto Sour, now putting the 2-man advantage in there.
And we are live, so it did work. So we should be good. I apologize again for that, everyone, but I don't know what happened. As we're gonna be getting right into again things here. It's a nice angle here from Kilo. As Callout's gonna go for that rotate through the bar hallway and actually gonna find the kill on the purple, but he can't find his way back. As Sophia is gonna start to come down these main stairs. Gonna get an easy kill onto Callout, and she'll rotate even further into the bathroom. Try to see if she can't take out the Valkyrie as well, or no, the alibi as well, as she will get Sophia out. But Kilo playing it smart. Wide peeks S4 William and will get the frag, but again, in a 3v2 here, still advantage in favor of the attackers, but Fozo has got a fairly decent spot here. I don't think the Buck has the grenades to get through that castle barricade, or maybe he doesn't even want to open it up, but again, Fozo could have the best play here if the castle doesn't get opened up. Again, 20 seconds left, the grenade's gonna come flying over the shield. It won't land onto its target though. The pre-fire's gonna have to come in from Fozo, but he doesn't land the shots. It's gonna be Alex that gets the kill. Valencia coming down here from Zach. It's all up to Kilo inside of the bar. Will he be able to find the frag here onto the planter? No. The double lineup there from Grizzlies, they'll take round number 2.
Very strong round from Grizzlies there, and a very strong execute. It kind of all started falling apart with just a little bit too much aggression there, losing your first 2 players very quickly, and not really any damage that had been returned to the attackers. Just kind of unfortunate circumstances, and again, a little bit too much aggression from Embers' side.
Okay, yeah, your stream's up now.
Alright, let's go. But yeah, it's gonna make this 1-1, and they will go back. They will go down to the basement floor, which is definitely, I think, a better site for for Embers. And I mean, they tried to go bar and they tried to throw off the attack a little bit, but it ended up not really working out for them.
Yeah. Just goes to show that this map rework, it was very significant as Spark was actually a pretty decent site. But we work a lot of the angles that you can hit from before and a lot of really just work out. Don't really work, at least in the current meta. Still was an interesting setup though to see anyways from Ember there. Still a nice attempt nonetheless, but cards just weren't in favor, I suppose. So again, like you said, they will opt to go down to the bottom floor instead of rotating to the master bed.
It looks like they're going to maybe go for blue pressure here. They're going to be droning upstairs heavily, and they're going to catch this Jaeger off guard fairly early on, and a couple shots will go over the head of Kilo as he rotates down blue. But he's really peeking aggressively onto the Hibana here, but he will fall back and play it a little bit safer as Hibana will jump into the blue stairs at any second now. But a strong loam clear. It looks like they're going to be really focusing on that clear this time around, as the roamers proved to be a little bit of a problem, but I mean, not too big of a deal for the Grizzlies, but it's never a bad idea to always make sure that you've got everything clear.
Yeah, basement being one of those sites where you can comfortably house all 5 players in just kind of makes it not a bad thing to not have any roamers on this site. As I said, it's very comfortable to have all 5 players downstairs. The roaming is still effective as big.
Yeah, an unsuccessful impact trick there from Sour. As I mean, he tried, but I don't believe that. I believe they patched that other side. This other, the left one here. I believe they patched that where you can't impact trick it anymore. You got to go from the right underneath the window. So unfortunate there from Sour. As I mean, he had that impact trick, but successful play. A nice play there from Purple to get that open. I'm not sure if he's opened up any more hatches. He may have opened up stock, but I mean that looks like it might. It's it. As he's already wasted all of his X-Kairos, and I assume there's still one exothermic charge on Zach. Yeah, there will be, so he will have that to play with here, as more of the kitchen floor is going to be getting opened up above this. Who is this? The Vigil of Sour. So really putting emphasis on holding down the armory, but Sour will choose to eventually rotate off before putting a few bullets into the sledge, though. He goes for the pre-fires onto the Hibana, and it's going to be actually be shark bait. I keep wanting to say that, but it's going to be Forrest who gets the kill. A nice shot there through the hatch, and Kilo will get the second kill on the round.
3 seconds left. The slight execute is going to need to happen very quickly here with the 2-man disadvantage of the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Forrest is going to peek wide, yeah.
Puck working against them. Is able to pick another kill on the clutch. We get all out to Alex and Zach. Versus 5, very reminiscent of the very first round. 1 versus 5, and now has call out his kill on his Zach, and then we call out to Alex on very low HP. And with 10 seconds left, there's not much he can do. Kill for Kilo. Round number 3, now putting Ember up 2-1, rather, on the clubhouse.
Yeah, a much better defense there from Embers. They definitely looked a lot stronger on that round than they did going bar and stock. I definitely think that they should keep the primary sites and not try to stray too far away from the norm, at least of right now. Because it looks like they're playing the primary sites very successfully, but they had a hiccup there trying to play the bar and kitchen or stock.
Yeah, definitely just with too much aggression, which is really what kind of offset that, and due to the fact that bar, like I said, isn't as strong as a site as it used to be. Of course, it never really was a strong site, but it definitely was a little bit better than it was previously before the map. Of course.
Well, they didn't really change much about that site. I mean, no, they did act because you can't play it on this bar anymore, and they closed all this up. So yeah, it's definitely a much worse site. But I also think that not only like changing this site, but also adding these upstairs sites. I think these upstairs sites are better than this site ever was.
yeah, the map as a whole definitely benefited from the changes, but just that site in particular really kind of took the hard hit. And there's always going to be a really less defendable site on every map because there's always going to be a meta. No matter how hard the map creators or really Ubisoft tries to really make things balanced, there's always going to be some sites that are going to be more favorable for most teams, and as such, Bar is kind of the left out one on this map.
Looks like it's going to be another garage take, but again, no Capital, even though he's not banned. So that's I don't know. I don't really agree with that choice. I think you definitely should be bringing in the Capital here, just because he's so useful with the smokes and the firebolts to deny the bandit trick. Because you're not always gonna be able to get the puck into the basement here. As it looks like Kilo is gonna be holding hard downstairs, and he's gonna spot out the Jackal pushing in from that main door and try to go for a few pre-fires, but will ultimately decide to rotate towards the bottom of the garage. There's some more drones will start to come out from S4 Williams. Looks like there might be a flank from Sour. He's made his way over to Kitchen Hallway, so he could possibly go for the run out here onto the Buck, who has been lit up by the dock inside a garage, so taking a lot of damage here is Alex. And looks like some holes from the floor below, above will come raining down into Alex as he gets pre-fired through a couple of walls.
As you said, the Capital would make a lot of sense, especially for getting rid of that player inside of garage rafters, but it won't be an issue as William manages to kill off Kilo, who was playing in lower garage, like all off to Fozo, so holding rafters.
He all hit
like Sour is going for a flank and he just barely misses William. William will be able to get that track onto him, but Sour managed to get it down onto the player outside of bar window. That's clutch on the ground. Does not know it though, as points are turned off in the settings.
Yeah, and he's trying to get cleared out of here, but it's going to be S4 Williams gets a T-kill onto Purple, not knowing his teammate was there. So he's trying to clear out the Jaeger. He will get lit up as well. So there's going to be 2 attackers here on literally 3 attackers on 1 puff of smokes worth of HP. So if Callout's able to time these smokes here, and Fozo as well in the Maestro cameras, this could be an easy win for Embers. As the only person with, I mean, even above 20 HP is going to be Zach, and he's the Thermite on full.
Definitely a very clutchable situation for Embers here. Like you said, there are 3 players on very low HP, about 1 hit from pretty much any gun in the game, and it will do the job just fine. As I say that, Callout's able to get an easy kill onto Alex there, pushing up the main stairs. Easy kill there, and possibly a second one. He will catch out clutch and get a 3rd for himself onto Zach. Position is now so much more clutchable, as now it's a 1 versus 1 actually. Callout with more HP though, and that's a 4K for himself. The last kill into William, cleaning up round number 4, now putting Ember the 2-round advantage up 3-1.
A huge round from the smoke player of Callout. I mean, he single-handedly won that back for his team.
Indeed he did. Really, the ultimate end to that round was just the low HP of all the players on the team. There was the 2-man advantage in favor of the attackers, but overall health, they did not really have the advantage in, and the fact that, like you said, 3 of their players were on 20 or lower health, so it was just very easy gunfights for the smoke to win there, and Callout doing a very good job in anchoring the site down there.
Jesus, is there?
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Having lost bar and stockroom, it does look like we're going to have Ember opting to go to bedroom and training room. This is most teams' tertiary bomb site. Just because, like I said, the bar isn't as good as it once was. But taking a look at our operator picks, we're going to have a Maestro and Mozzie. Mozzie, definitely good info denial operator, does much the same job as Mute would do, especially running them together in combination with each other. They've been shown to be really lethal force to compete against, and just that you can't gather as much information without a Thatcher especially, which wouldn't be a problem, I suppose, as Clutch has been running that Thatcher pretty consistently for the past 4 rounds.
Yeah. It looks like they're going to even decide to push over from CCTV. I'm not sure if this wall has been reinforced here. It has. So that's going to be Zach that tries to go grab that. And it looks they're going to have to face a lot of members here. It looks like Embers knows how Grizzlies is going to want to attack this. And it might be Soul. He might get very aggressive here. As he might even go for a wide peek. He's going to try to shut down the Thermite, but the Thatcher is waiting. Grabs up Sour, so an ill-advised peek from Sour will result in his untimely death. So, not the play from Sour, but I mean, sometimes those aggressive plays do end up working out. But it looks like the Bucks gonna start to come in from below as well as the drones are gonna start to make their way up these cache stairs. It's gonna leave Call Out in a very precarious spot as he's left fighting two different angles here. The Jackal's just going to walk right in and takes down one. He's going to go for the pre-fires onto a second. Gets the down onto the Mozzie. That's going to be Kilo on the ground, leaving it up to Fozo and Forrest, as it's going to be Forrest. Peeks wide into construction, takes one out. So it makes this a 2v4, but still a lot of utility on this attack as they have lost their smokes, though. So no more screen for them. And Fozo could possibly catch a kill if there's an attacker not worried about the window, but looks like they are going to go for the pre-fire, but Fozo will win out with that all-to-all 81 bullets with the pre-fire. Try to go for one inside of construction as he's going to fall back just a little bit more here. Forrest could possibly get a kill onto this Buck as the grenades are going to start to come flying through, but it's going to be Forrest going to choose to back off of the angle as Alex doesn't know exactly what to do just yet.
Yeah, they're 2 versus 3 with a minute left. This is definitely still, again, another clutchable position for Fozo and Forrest, as attackers have pretty limited amount of utility, but they still do have lots of avenues to push in from. Just now opening up the jacuzzi wall. Zach does have that diffuser going for a drone here. It does appear that it has either been shot or he's just moved off of it. Forrest has been caught off on the main stairs, so he's being pinched here from office. Fozo managed to get another kill for himself onto Zach, now putting us at even man count. 35 seconds left, the attack is going to have to come out. Alex cuts down Fozo and goes for the second onto Forrest, just missing the shotgun shots. It's a back and forth. Of course, Alex, Forrest on very low HP, is trying to flank through the construction connector, but it's clutch. Come around, cut him down, and round number 5. Now putting them only in the single round disadvantage down to 2-3.
A big round and almost a nice 2v5 from Forrest and Fozo, but unfortunately just unable to win some of the key gunfights there at the end. Just too many bodies to deal with for Fozo, as I mean, like you said, 2-3 now, so could still end out this half tied off 3-3. So it would be definitely a big win for the attack of Grizzlies if they're able to take 3 defensive rounds off of Clubhouse.
Hey, Razors.
Yo.
If I could just add something real quick, that when you hosted R6 and they were casting the Rise match, to everyone that was still in the stream that went to that game, Rise did win. If they came back, Rise did win that match. So just a little update on what else is going on in the Siege community. Rise did win that match that Razors hosted not too long ago. So
thank you, Josh. Thank you. Always keeping us up to date. As I think there's a couple other matches being streamed right now. I believe Super is streaming a match. But again, I'm not sure. I don't even. Does my multi-link still work here?
I could go get some links and post them in chat if you want.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, alright, I can do that.
What's this? Does this still work? No, it doesn't work. So that multi-link doesn't. You can delete that link. If you can delete that, I don't know how to delete that. Honestly, Nightbot's been acting up to me lately. It's been not liking me a lot, so I don't honestly know how to do it. But we are seeing an aggressive peek here from Tunes. It looks like he might be able to catch out the Thermite. Yes, he will. He'll be able to get a little bit of a potato there, but nonetheless, the Thermite will get taken off the board. A nice peek there from Sours to get that first kill early on. And especially onto such a valuable operator as the Thermite. So that dirt isn't going to be able to get opened up. They're also going to have to go grab that diffuser as well. So that's going to waste a little bit of time here from the attack, as well as from the overall push on the site. With again, that utility being on.
Yeah, that aggressive peek from Sour ended up working out in that round, at least in his favor. Definitely a good pick, like you said, that they kind of won't be able to get opened up unless they want to use one of their X-Kairos for that, but very unlikely that they will choose to do so. So now, 8 players of Ember will be allowed to play pretty aggressively inside of Dirt, hold that pixel peek onto Blue, or just really not worry about Dirt tunnel as, again, open this light.
Oh, Kilo sees the Hibana. He will be able to find the frag onto Purple. So that's going to be the Hibana off the board. So both hard breachers, and it looks like Purple was only able to get maybe 2 hatches there, and the kitchen hatch will remain closed for the time being. I mean, they're looking to try to find out where the Jaeger went. Clutch looks like he doesn't know, maybe. Maybe he's just cutting off the rotation, as it looks like S4 William will get the kill finally onto that Jaeger before Sour will get his second kill through the floor onto Alex. So 2 minutes already gone in the round, and it's a 4v2. So more tracks will be coming out from below as some impacts will start getting flown at S4 William, but he will only take a little bit of damage from that impact, it looks like. It's more shots to the floor by Sour will take down S4 Williams. So an excellent round so far from the Doc. He's looking for a 4K on the round. The last one he's going to have to find would be Clutch, as he's just sitting at the top of main stairs, and it looks like Sour definitely wants to see. Here's the footprints above him, but is he going to be able to push this successfully without Clutch shutting him down? Looks like he's going to rotate to Dirt too, yeah. Go ahead.
Attackers recovered the bomb
This is
diffuser.
going to be a pretty unfortunate position to have him find himself in. With 20 seconds left, just picks up Diffuser and 4 opponents to find. That's very unlikely that he'll be able to clutch this out, especially that Sour's pushing up for his 4th kill on the round.
A nice,
very impressive round from. Yeah. Aggression finally working out for him. So on the previous rounds, getting a little bit too aggressive, and especially on that one CCTV and cash room defense where he tried to push out of the reinforced wall and he pretty much instantly got shut down. Didn't really get a chance to really fire back or anything. Being very aggressive, and again in this round really working out for him. I had nice 4K and just some nice shots.
Yeah, a lot of nice shots indeed that round from both teams, but from I guess mainly from Embers and Call Out and Sour, but that will give them a 4-2 lead going into the second half. So that's definitely a lead that is expected on a map like Clubhouse. So
yeah, definitely is still not a terrible position though, like you said, as Clubhouse is just by nature has been and most likely always will be unless it gets reworked for a second time, is a slightly defender weighted map. Not a ton, but the advantage is definitely inherently in favor of them, as shown by the scoreline is again the usual scoreline that you see switching halves. So not like, forgive me, I forget the team name that Williams on. Grizzlys.
Grizzlys, yeah.
So it's not like Grizzlys was performing poorly or anything. It's just mainly the fact that this is, again, a defender-weighted map.
It looks like they're going to be getting very aggressive here. The Zophia's already made her way into bar, and looks like excellent drone work so far from Embers, as they've already cleared out. I mean, it seems as if they've already cleaned out the entire top floor, unless they're just deciding to forget about it. But it definitely seems like this push is coming a lot faster than what we saw from Grizzlies. Looks like Kilo's having a little bit of a difficulty with the breaching charges there, not able to get the first one to go down, but it looks like the second one will. As is there going to be an impact trick here from Clutch? It looks like there will be. It only gets 2 of them though, and that will, oh, he sends another impact through, and it will get the other 2. So no more impacts, it looks like, to try to clutch out this hatch. As some shots will get fired through the floor to the smoke of Purple, is just peeking all of these holes right now, trying to see if he can find anybody with that shotgun with the M5 through with the floor. But looks like no one's peeking him just yet, but he will catch the Hibana. Just barely misses her with 1 shot as she returns into kitchen. I'm not sure what the Hibana is doing. She's just running around at this point and trying to find an angle, but Alex will find the first kill on to Sour. So picking off the Thatcher fairly early on. But 2 quick frags right back from Ember as they take down the Legion and the Smoke. So that's 2 big utility operators off the board. They've already gotten this main wall open, but Zach is playing fairly close, and it looks like S4 Williams is going to play close onto the Moto door as well. So it looks like Fozo does know that the Maestro is playing there. We'll go for the pre-fires, but won't be able to land enough shots to take down the Maestro. It's going to be Kilo who takes down Zach, and it's all up to S4 Williams now. Has the Alda, but will not be able to win out the round as he gets one, but it's call out to shut it down. It's 5-2 now, Embers.
Very strong attack from Embers there, as really just shown by the end man count in a 4 versus 1. Definitely, again, a solid attack from Embers there. The roam clear was very efficient, as I do not believe that there was actually any roamers.
No.
Impact trick was successful for the first one. Well, not for the first one, but for the second one. So they successfully got 1 set of Hibana pellets, but it didn't really matter at that point as they had the thermite on the board. So even if the impact trick
well, no, they only got 1 set of the they used 2 impacts for 1 set of Hibana pellets. So it was kind of a waste of utility there. I mean, I don't think Clutch hit it on the right spot or something. So
attackers need to locate and
that made it easy for the Hibana. I mean, all she needed to do was set the second one on there, and she was able to open up the hatch. So.
Really, the lack of presence and really overall just peeking the main hallway allowed for the thermite to just simply push in and open up church wall, which kind of what really opened up that push for Embers. Because once that wall was successfully opened, it's pretty much the end, unless you pull off some miracle by just having the man advantage and you simply just overpower them. As that is definitely a hard angle to peek, especially with those ACOGs that almost all attackers, I actually believe all besides, of course, Shields and Glass have access to.
Hold on. Oh, this is perfect. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. There we go. Thank you, Jazzman. I got it now. So thank you for giving that to me. But yeah, it's going to be back down to the basement, and it looks as though we're going to see a blue push possibly from Ember. It looks like they're trying to clear out this top floor, and I assume that's going to be probably the Legion. I guess it's the Legion up here. Yeah, wow. It's interesting that you're placing your Legion all the way up on this top floor room. That's going to make his utility a little less useful than it would be on site, but it doesn't look like Embers is deciding to clear him out. But no, actually call out, as I say that, it's going to be joining out the entirety of logistics, and we'll see if he's able to catch out this Legion inside a bathroom. But oh, it doesn't look like, just based on the way the Legion is playing, it doesn't look like he has been droned out. So this could be a big flank for later in the round if he is able to pull it off.
No nomad on the table there, unless there is a Claymore in a position to really deny that flank. You can definitely be really around winning flank at that, especially if it comes in the latter end of the round, as is shown right now, as Clutch is just creeping his way down the main stairs. There's not any Claymore to really be able to stop him, so they don't have to alert his position, which it does not look like there is. This could be a very nice flank from Clutch here, especially if nobody is pre-aiming this. Doesn't look like Sour knows that he is on the main stairs. Clutch being a little bit passive on this flank there. Little does he know he could get a free kill on the Thatcher. He goes for the shots, but he just misses it. Sour manages to escape with his life by dropping down the moto hatch.
Yeah, and it's just a flurry of kills here as Clutch is actually going to be holding up above Kitchen now inside of the logistics office. Spots the Hibana, but doesn't able to hit enough shots, and it's looking bad here for Embers as it's going to be, or not for Embers, it's looking good for Embers as it's actually a team kill, but it's a 1v3 now for Clutch. It's the Roland Roamer. He's all the way upstairs inside of the CCTV room. So Plant should be able to go down successfully here from Fozo, as it's going to be a very difficult clutch here from Clutch, as he actually is going to run right through a Claymore and not take any damage, but it looks like it will be for us to end that out and putting Embers onto match point here, 6-2.
Very nice round once again from Embers. Really just a flawless execute, but really what ended up in that round as they lost as a whole pretty much was Clutch playing way too passive on the roam. Say this time and time again, if you have a roam setup and the roam setup is completely ignored by the attackers, you're not doing your job, which is of course wasting time. If you're not wasting time, then all you're doing is really just putting your team at a man disadvantage on the site itself. So you either go for late flank or try to rotate back to the site itself. If he had been just a little bit more aggressive, he could have net himself 2 or maybe even 3 possible kills and been able to rotate back to site very easily. But again, just playing a little bit too passive and stalling out on the main stairs and not really doing much in that round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Nah, they're throwing him off a little bit. They said that he rotated upstairs, but he didn't. He was up there the whole time. A little deception there. Yeah.
Well, after that round, it will now put Embers up 6-2, 1 round away from taking home this matchup as a whole. And to be honest, there's not really much reason why they wouldn't take home this round right here, right now. As flawless as their attack half has been so far, winning the past 2 rounds in a row and looking very decisive at that, especially on a basement attack on Clubhouse all maps.
Yeah, and they are bringing the Capital, which is what I like to see, because that's going to allow this wall to be much more easily opened by call-out. So definitely a smart play here by Forrest to bring that operator, but they'll be easily able to deny the bandit on this main wall of purple. They're just waiting for the right timing here at this point. It looks like they might have it just Sophia'd open even, and wait for like this is coordination to the max right now. They're waiting for everybody to get into position and everybody to have everything set up. Flashbangs are starting to come in through the window. Are those even making it? It doesn't look like those are making it. It's actually flashing the rest of his team. But the Capital Bolt will successfully go down, and it's going to be the wall opened up, and a nice kill for Fozo to take down that Maestro. It looked like he was playing inside of the garage. So he's playing a little bit too aggressive here, as they do have Clutch down below playing Oil Pit. So could possibly catch the Sophia or an attacker rotating up these main stairs if they're not careful. And yeah, it looks like Kilo will more than likely fall to this angle, and yes he will, as Clutch and Alex both pick up a kill. And that's going to make this more in favor of the Grizzlies, as they're trying to stave off elimination to the losers bracket. Nice push in from Fozo, though, is going to take down Clutch, as he has been put onto very low HP, but again, he has a drone, so no one's going to be pushing him just yet. The remaining defenders are all upstairs.
Yep. A 3 versus 3, but health advantage definitely in of the defense, as again, Fozo, like you said, is on 1 hit of HP, so a bullet from any of these defenders' guns will do the job rather just fine. Minute left, the final assault onto the site itself is going to have to occur fairly soon. Just have the 2 anchors on site, Alex and Purple, while William is rotated into master bedroom. More than likely is either going to go for a flank or possibly rotate back to the site to his teammates. Does appear that William is going for a really long flank as Sarah gets killed, now putting the man advantage in favor of the attackers. User is being planted by call-out though, and William is finally coming on the flank through garage. He will manage to pick up a kill onto Sour, and Alex with the second one onto call-out, leaving it all up to Fozo with little HP in a 1 versus 2 post-plant scenario. The diffuser wasted right now. He's going to have to solve for a whole hell of a longer time. Fozo picks up a kill onto Alex, but it's William with a very quick refrag. It should be an easy defuse. There's a Claymore set down. Being wary of one, but no, there is not one. That's William clutching up round number 9, keeping Grizzlies in this game.
Bomb using attempt failed. Defenders win.
Yeah, a big round for Grizzlies. I mean, if they want any chance of bringing this map back, but it is looking a little bit grim for them, just as of right now.
Yeah, the beginning of the round was looking very good for Embers. Towards the end there, they started to stall out, and unfortunately, they wasted just a little bit too much time, so their final assault was a little bit too rushed. At the end there, the 2 players in sight getting a little bit too aggressive. The Sophia did get flanked in garage, not really being aware of their surroundings, not having a flank drone or a claymore even to watch the flank. That allowed William to just straight up go from behind. Then the player who had planted the diffuser, which I believe was Fozo, or no, it was Callout, I believe, actually, yes. Callout, who planted the diffuser, was getting pinched in a crossfire between the lone site player and the player flanking from garage. So it was a pretty hard fight to win. Either you die from the player in garage or you die from the one on the top of the stairs, and it was the latter.
Yeah, just a difficult play there in total. And big plays there from Alex, or S4 Williams on the Jaeger to really, I mean, he really swung that round back into his team's favor there.
Yeah, definitely the quick refrag there, and just the good teamwork and the fact that they coordinated it well to go for the run out and go for the peak of the main wall at the same time to really ensure that you're going to win that 2 versus 1 situation. Really give those 1v1s to people, and they aren't as coordinated, but definitely coordination has not been a problem for Grizzlies.
Oh god, hold on. I messed something up. There we go. Alright, we're all good. But it does look like Zach is going to be playing on the Pulse this round, and I mean that's going to be a big operator to gather a lot of intel here onto where this attack is coming from, as it looks like the Legion will get pushed out of the garage and back down towards blue and into the site. As, I mean, that was just a little bit of a roam, just a waste of maybe a few drones and maybe some time here, as it's going to take a little bit more time to drone back out this garage for the attack. And some more drones will get shot, as S4 William looked like he may have wanted to rotate up blue, but will choose better of it as the drone did spot him out. But again, looks like it's going to be very slow and methodical here from Embers. As, I mean, they want to end this map off right now. They want to try to shut it down for any more hope for the Grizzlies.
Yep, definitely they have to be flawless on their next 3 defenses to bring us to overtime to give them a chance at winning this matchup and bring themselves one match closer to CF.
Yeah. And it looks like the impact tricks will be successful this time from Purple, as the Nitro Cell will come flying through. So that's going to be the Habana off the board. No more hatch will be able to get opened up unless Callout wants to waste one of the exothermic charges on it. But he's going to have to deal with the rest of these holes as well, as one of his teammates will get down behind him through the floor. And it's going to be Purple trying to find the frag, but he's worried about the thermite as well, as he's just holding his angles for the time being. And again, this looks like it's going to be very grave, as Kilo will pick himself back up, and the hatch will get opened up by the thermite. They could possibly go for the frag on him, but they won't be able to see it, as Kilo, after picking himself back up, will take the frag on to Zach. So that's the pulse down. He took out the Nitro Cell. I think he already got rid of it, but either way, still a big pick onto that intel. Ooh.
Yeah, definitely with that pulse scanner. Sour, though, meanwhile, inside of Motor already. Down William inside a blue hallway before Clutch gets a refrag with the goo mine of all things. Some of the HP that the goo mine cut him down. Alex getting in a low engagement with the player in Zoom, but Sour has to push his way into church. Clutch getting another kill on to Forest before Alex also adds to the carnage by getting a kill on Sour, leaving it all up to call out in a 1 versus 3, but it's an easy kill for Crossfire with 3 different guns pointed at him, and it's a decisive round for Grizzlies, keeping them alive in this game, now only 2 rounds away from tying us up at 6-6.
Yeah, definitely a big round there. I mean, it looks like they're bringing the momentum back here, but they are going to have to go over to gym and bedroom, so this is going to be the true testament if this comeback is going to happen, because I mean, this is the off-site now. If they win this, they get to go back to CCTV and cash. But, again, they have to win this site first, and they're going to be bringing that mute. No bandit this time, so they're not going to opt for the bandit trick, but they're going to be playing off that wall probably, and probably just let them have the wall, to be honest.
Yeah, Definitely doesn't ever hurt though to have some utility on it, just so they have to waste maybe an EMP,
Defenders,
Twitch
protect
drone,
your
or
bombs
whatever
from
other
being
that
used by
they're
attackers.
trying to utilize to deny the denial of the hard pitch. Operator, though, not really anything that jumps out. Really all kind of standardized. I'm interested to see where Bull is going to put his castle barricades, though. It does look like he put one on the construction connector window, so that they can comfortably play in there. I assume that's most likely going to be either the Mute or the Legion playing over by cache area.
Probably
Trying
both.
to hold it down, waste time.
5 seconds left before insertion.
I would assume that they're gonna have a couple people playing over here.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Yeah, most likely. Definitely good to have a. It's not really. I wouldn't really consider it a roam, but it's definitely a necessary place to hold. As if you forfeit construction control to the attackers, it's just a very easy, simply open logistics wall and put somebody on the master bedroom window, and you can really just force your way into the site itself without any pressure.
Josh,
Yes, sir.
will you let like my chat know that I'm casting Austin next match, and they can stop like holding back their orgasm?
Oh, you're catching Austin.
Austin and like Schlongy and all, and I forget who else is on that team, but
Longy is a go.
yeah,
Schlongy
I'm
is a
casting
go.
that match. Oh, and Breezy, yeah, that's it. So I'm casting that next. So they can calm down for a second, and I'm gonna cast the match. But it's gonna be Fozo. Picks up the first kill again on this rappel. He's been a fan of this rappel right here, but it could be a... Oh no, that was actually an upside down rappel. That's a nice angle from Fozo to take down S4 Williams. He's been a big player in this match so far, 11 and 10, really leading it out with the frags. But this push, it looks like this. I mean, just based off that first pick and the fact that they already have control of construction and cash, I mean, this looks like it's going to be an Embers round through and through, unless some big plays come out from the remaining defenders.
Indeed, like you said,
Bomb
half the
located
round
by
still
attackers.
left with their actual execute, and all really the control that they need to make one happen. It's looking very good for Embers, especially with the one-man advantage. Kilo pushing his way into logistics, solidifying that control and getting a kill for himself in a clutch. Clutch just not being aware that control was forfeited so easily. Still have the view of Zach, I believe, is in the hallway, or actually rather on the top of main stairs, now rotating down as some frag grenades do come out from the sledge of force.
Does my stream have a delay? I feel like everybody in chat is just like saying everything that I'm saying. But it's gonna be a push in through the main wall here from Callout. He will get shut down though by that Maestro as he's gonna be peaked even more. But it's going to be a complete clean out there from Embers as they will take the map. 7-4 here. An excellent round there for Embers.
Yeah, and really overall an excellent game for them, doing very well on their attack half. They did kind of let a couple rounds slip away in the favor of Grizzlies, but it's really honestly to be expected, especially on a clubhouse. As I said before, it's a defender-sided map by nature.
Yes. But I mean, that was just Embers really showing up there, and I mean, they won it on those attacking rounds where they needed to win, and it wasn't that big of a deal. So definitely an excellent game from them. And for those of you wondering, yeah, I'm going to be casting the exclamation point claim charm, Austin and Breezy and Slongy, and I think Nick. I don't know who else is on this team because I don't recognize the U plays, or not the U plays, but the ESL stuff. But it's Suzaku and Nyx, so that should be a good match as well. So make sure you guys come back for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and host. I believe Benny is streaming right now. He's only got 17 viewers, so I'm gonna give him some love. So make sure you guys go check him out and leave him a follow for me. And I will see you all in a little bit.